So after you've shown that you can create um, a wonderful, wonderful shader and a shading network, how the heck do we turn all this in? Now, understand, I do not expect you guys like, oh, I'm going to do an entire city in this week. The minimum requirement is just build a shader. Um, Extra credit and kudos if you can build an elaborate one. But just building a shader with those nodes. Basically, a color utilizing the color, the normal map, the ambient occlusion, and the tiling. If you can do like the extra channels and an instance material, which there's really, you could see how easy they are, I highly encourage it. Now, how are we going to turn all this in? Save all, save your content, save your map, and the quick and easy way of getting to your map and where it's at. If I right click and say show in Explorer, and what it'll do is it takes you right to it, right in there. And in this case, here's my folder, ties shader dev 1. Okay. So this is going to be a big map. I mean, it's going to be a big file. The initial one, we're going to try this out and see if it works. You see, it's just under a gig. Um, the cool thing is if this works the way it should, um, it's not going to be as huge every time that you update it. It could be a little, but not that big. Okay, because we're just going to gradually update, and I'm going to show you how. And this is why inside of the comments, go stop that. Why is it doing the whole I'm thinking thing? Stop it. You can see my computer's acting a little wonky. But, Jiminy, I think it's Unreal again. Turn off real-time preview. Thank y'all. Okay, so, yeah, I got some stuff going on. Lots of things. So, here's what we're going to do. This is my folder. I'm just going to go to here, and there's Ty's shader dev. So if I go and I actually go in to my Dropbox folder. Here's the Dropbox folder. Remember, we have the course files. You guys have your folders, and I have my folder. Yay. So what I would do is I would take my entire project folder, and I would actually take that and just drag it right into here. Now, depending on your connection, it's going to take a minute. Now, I have a very fast connection, and I'm also uploading these videos as I go because this is why it's taking that long. So as I'm making videos, they're actually I'm just tossing them in and uploading them. And you can see right now I have 4 videos uploading while this is going, and 1 gig is taking 35 minutes. So that's actually not that bad. Save yourself a little bit of time with the upload. The cool thing is that the next time we start to update for next week and we do a little bit more, you don't have to pull the entire folder into there. And I'm going to show you why. Because the way that it's organized and the way I had you guys set this up, at least in theory, is the fact that under content, the folder ties assets is where all the stuff that we're creating is going in. So you want to make sure that when you make your shaders, you import your textures, you import your meshes, that they go into these folders, because then you just have to update the content from these folders, not the entire thing. If you have a fast connection and you can and you update it, that's fine. As long as you're not making multiple duplicates and I don't know which one is which. But this is how you would do it. And then what I'm going to do, don't worry, I you have to upload one. I'm going to have to download all of your pieces so that I can take a look and poke around. So uploading your project so we can look around. But I'd also like you to do some screenshots if you can. So that way, I don't have to open up all of them. I'd like to, so I can poke around. But if if you actually do it and you do like, oh, I want to do a screenshot of the one that you did, and then show me screenshots of the shading network that you did. But I do want the files just so I can verify and take a look and randomly look in. Okay. So that is something that I want you guys to actually do. If you add more, all the better. I never stop people from doing more. Just keep it in pace and make sure you get the basics. And then that's pretty much it. And don't forget your discussion this week, and I will start calling you this week as well. And I hope you enjoyed this section.